frenzies, and welcome back to day 17 of my 30-day vlogging challenge. I'm vlogging every day of the month of November, and it has been a challenge some days. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I forget to film an intro, like today, or an outro. So I'm wearing the same hat I was wearing a couple days ago when I filmed this original video. This video is all about the small town that I live in. I live in a town of about 3,000 people, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and this part of the country that we live in, all the towns are separated by at least 60 miles. There's like nothing in between. Nada. Zippo. And the people living in these areas, we live 4 or 5 hours away from like a mall or a Target or a Whole Foods, or some of the things you might be used to are really, really far away for us. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you the town a little bit and tell you, good sides, bad sides. And yeah, let's get on with the show. Thanks for coming back. In a pretty tiny little town, and I thought I'd just show you some of the hot spots around here. It's a town of about 2,000. There could be more, there could be less, I'm not really sure, but it's unique because it's pretty remote. We are at least an hour from another town. That you don't get that very often. So here's one of the main businesses, Napa. Let me show you some other. Dollar, that's the grocery store. There's two. We got a Maverick. That's pretty exciting. Down there's a Wells Fargo, fireworks store, the post office is down there too, and then we even have a McDonald's. I know. There's also a building down there is a liquor store. You gotta have those in a small town. And I don't know if you could see a Porta Subs. There's a little coffee shop down there. And there's a restaurant right over there. So this is one side of town. I'll go show you the other convention center. That's where a lot of community events happen. And there's the town library. There's a library here. It's exciting. Here is the other side of town. This is considered downtown. Down this road, there's a Mexican restaurant and a really quaint little grocery store. And there's like a hardware store. And then here's kind of the iconic Owl Club. It's a casino and cafe. And then here's another one right next door. This is downtown. Train tracks that run through town, and there's a train that goes through a lot. And on the other side of the train tracks, there is a nice little park. We actually have about 4 or 5 nice little parks. Well, there weren't that many exciting things at the dollar store, so I thought maybe I'd show you around my town a little bit. It's a town of 2,000 people. I'll give you a little intro, so on and so forth. I'll show you the main buildings, and then that's it for today. Honestly, it surprises me how much we have for a town of like 2,000 people. I mean, 2 grocery stores, a dollar store. There are at least 10 restaurants. We have a Mexican restaurant, a pizza place, a new sports bar, kind of a steakhouse kind of place, a Chinese restaurant. We have 2 like American cafes inside of casinos. We have a McDonald's, a Porta Subs, and did I already say pizza? But it seems to me like that's a lot of restaurants for such a tiny town in the middle of nowhere. To have almost 10 restaurants. That's pretty good. 2 grocery stores and a dollar store. There's a post office here. No DMV, but a library. So that's pretty good. A hospital. That's pretty good. One thing I enjoy is only having a 1.5-minute drive to work. 1.5 minutes to work, maybe 2 minutes to work. It's pretty nice. There's really not a lot of traffic. I never really complain about that. And, there are some weird things that happen sometimes, so one time I put something in the post office box, like I went to the, I opened the mailbox and I put a package in, and my label fell off the package. I think they were watching me, because then it showed back up at my house. There was like no labels on it or anything, and I was like, were they watching me put it in the bucket and then all the labels got torn off? Because my package was just back at my house, but with no labels on it. So I was like, is someone trying to send me a message? What's happening here? Then another time, I was at the same post office here. well, there's only one. And I was selling these wreaths for charity. It was like a year ago, and the wreaths were so expensive to ship. In fact, this one wreath I had sold for $50 for charity. And then the shipping, I was just going to pay for out of my own pocket. And for some reason, this wreath was like $55 to ship. And I burst out crying. I had a huge tanty. And the postal worker just offered to pay the shipping. She was like, I think it's really cool what you're doing. I see you come in here every day. You're selling your stuff for charity. I'll pay for your shipping this weekend. And then I burst out crying again. So it was really, really nice. Like that, maybe that wouldn't happen in a big town, right? Anyways, it's really not as bad as one would imagine living in a tiny town. I'm sure a lot of you watching this right now come from small towns. I think the only rough part of our small town is that we're very remote. It's not like a 20-minute drive to the next small town. It's 45 minutes one way and over an hour the other way. It's just a very remote area of the country. Thank you for watching day 17 of my vlogging. Again, this is one of the days that I did all of the... Oh, I bet those people are going to be world famous now. They're going to love it. Anyway, a lot of days I film the vlog and then I forget to like introduce it or say goodbye. And this is one of those days. So... sorry about that. At least I found the same hat to wear though, so that's nice. Anywho, I love all of you. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back again tomorrow.